What is up guys, it's Gavin and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we're introducing a brand new series called Attention to Detail. And in this series, what we do is we take small parts of skills and strategies and explain them to you in a way that hopefully you can take to pick up or practice tomorrow and try to master the entire thing. So this episode is all about cut serve spin visualization, and it has nothing to do with the way that you contact the ball or your form. It just has to do with actually understanding the way the ball is supposed to be spinning before it hits the net so you can get the most cut serve or reverse cut. So without further ado, let's get into the video. One of the best ways to become familiar with spin is to step away from the net and test how a ball reacts off the ground. In basketball, players occasionally pass the ball off the ground with spin in order to manipulate its trajectory. So let's try this as our example. And like the clip that we just watched, assume that there's a defender between us and our teammate, so we have to pass the ball straight, but on the bounce, it needs to jump far to the left in order to avoid the opponent. Now, there are 6 types of spin based on 3 different axes. And just in case you don't know or you forgot, an axis is just an imaginary line that something can spin or rotate on. For our purposes, we have the x-axis that points left and right, a y-axis that points up and down, and a z-axis that points forward and backward. Now, to get to that magic number 6, we have to keep in mind that there are 2 different rotational directions on each axis. So let's preview each of them. We'll go ahead and start with the x-axis. Along the x-axis, you can rotate the top of the ball away from you, which is called topspin. You can also rotate the bottom of the ball away from you, which is called backspin. Now the y-axis. When spinning the ball along the y-axis, you can rotate the right side of the ball away from you, and this is called right side spin. You can also rotate the left side of the ball away from you, and this is called left side spin. And finally, we have the z-axis. When we rotate the ball counterclockwise on the z-axis, this is called left corkscrew spin. You can also rotate the ball clockwise on the z-axis, and we call this right corkscrew spin. Now, if you had to guess which of these 6 types of spin would get the ball to your partner, which one would it be? Go ahead and pause the video and comment down below with your guess. We'll wait. Now back to the video. So if you guessed either topspin or backspin, you'd be wrong, since those are typically used for speeding up or slowing down the forward velocity of a ball when bounced. Now generally, a ball spinning with left side spin or right side spin can change direction off of a bounce, but the difference in trajectory isn't super significant. Basically, a ball with right side spin would make it halfway to your partner. A ball with left side spin would do the opposite. Now we're down to 50-50. We've got left corkscrew spin and right corkscrew spin. If you guessed left corkscrew spin, then congratulations. You just passed the basketball equivalent of a cut serve. And if you pass the ball with right corkscrew spin, then you're probably getting benched, but you know how a reverse cut works now. So let's take it to the Roundnet court. So for a right-handed player, left corkscrew spin will generate a cut serve, and right corkscrew spin will generate a reverse cut serve. And for all my lefties out there, right corkscrew spin generates a cut serve, while left corkscrew spin generates a reverse cut. Simple as that, right? Well, yes, but also no. Keep in mind that the demonstration that we just saw is from the ideal viewing angle. And if your serve consists of leaning or stepping out to the left or right, as most serves do, this will alter the angle that you contact the ball from, and therefore what the spin will look like from your perspective. So if you were to step and lean around 45 degrees around the serving line, your right-handed cut serve spin would look something like this, and your right-handed reverse cut would look something like this. And you already know that we gotta reverse it for the lefties. So if you're left-handed and you step out 45 degrees to the left, your left-handed cut serve should look something like this, and your left-handed reverse cut should look something like this. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. And I want to note one thing before we finish, and that is cut serves and reverse cuts are really difficult skills to master. And knowing which way the ball is supposed to be spinning puts you one step ahead of the game. However, if you're going to practice and you're discouraged because you can't hit reverse cuts and cut serves right off the bat, you're more than welcome to experiment with your mechanics. So get your elbow higher, toss the ball further back, play with everything until you get the ideal kind of spin for yourself, and then make it consistent. If you have any feedback or questions, leave them in the comment section below and we'll be sure to read them. If you want your own footage analysis done, head on over to revisedroundnet.com where we have packages for clubs and players alike. And last but not least, if you want to stay updated, go ahead and follow us on Instagram. That's where we interact with our community and get ideas for what videos will come next. Thank you for watching. We hope you learned something from this, and as always, we'll keep the revisions coming.